channel where I go over my budgeting and pretty much personal finance journey using the budgeting software system YNAB, or You Need a Budget. If this is your first time watching my videos, welcome. You might be a little lost because I'm going to try to move through this quickly, so please make sure you check out one of my playlists where I will link up top, and it will show you all of my previous budgeting videos. So today is Thursday, and my paycheck from my full-time employer came in today, or showed up on in my account as pending. So I'm going to go ahead and budget that out. And this is actually for May 22nd, and it was $1448.27. So I'm going to come down to my budget, and everything in May is budgeted for. Everything in June is budgeted for. So a lot of this money is just going to go into July, where half of July is budgeted for. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, this is underfunded by $30, so I'll finish that up. We'll do $70 here, and then $100 there, and that should equal $200. So these are all my kind of bills, and I pay this directly to my mom since I'm living at home with her. My rent is $100, and this is all just paid to her in one lump sum of $400 at the first of the month. Now I'm come down to my subscriptions, and this is going to be that. I also need to take care of YNAB. So that should be $45.13 in there. Gas will be, gonna add another $40. Dining out is budgeted for. Other is gonna be $50. Giving will be $20. And then coming down to my sinking funds, I'm gonna add another $50 in gifts. And then add $60 into clothing. And then in my birthday fund, I'll be adding another $20. And so just like that, I have budgeted pretty much all of my expenses that I budget for in the future into July. So my responsibilities are budgeted for, my subscriptions, my kind of monthly varied spending costs, my sinking funds, including my sister's wedding fund and my birthday fund, for a total of $995.13 that was budgeted. So with the rest of this $963 that's still from my paycheck, I'm going to go back to May and go to some of my savings categories and or in goal category and put some money into this. So we're going to go to Federal Loan A, which is my last student loan. I am slowly building up this amount to pay off. My Federal Loan A is at $5,155 right now, and due to COVID, it's in forbearance, so I'm not actually putting any money towards it, but as you can see, I have $3,500 set aside right now, so that come September, when the forbearance ends, I can go ahead and pay that off. But in the meantime, I'm just holding on to that money. And then I'm going to be putting another $465 towards my IRA. And I'll probably make a payment to Vanguard, where my IRA is, next month in June. I already have $1,000 in there, and then next month I should have about around $2,000-ish in this category, so I can go ahead and transfer that money then. And then going up to my medical deductible fund, I'm going to add another $135. Bringing that to just under $2,000. I think there is something I want to. I'm just gonna kind of go through and make sure that everything else is budgeted for. is. I'm good on all my monthly varied costs for May, so I don't need this $13.14. So I'm going to come down to my wish form and add it directly to my new phone category. So just like that, we budgeted out my paycheck. Before I leave, I do want to input this transaction that I actually scheduled yesterday. It's a transfer from Fifth Third Checking. Transfer the last of Fifth Third money. So my old bank account was Fifth Third, and I opened up my Alliant account, I think in like August or something, a while ago, and I moved the majority of my money from my checking and all the money out of my savings account from Fifth Third I moved into Alliant, and I still had like $200 in my checking account just in case I had any reoccurring payments that I was forgetting about, so that towards that account I had money in there to cover anything just in case. But I haven't had any new transactions come out of that account for a couple months now, so I'm finally transferring over the last $196.04. It will probably take several days for this to clear. I think it's not gonna, especially since Monday is Memorial Day, so I think that's a bank holiday. It probably won't clear until like next Thursday, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that money in, and then I'm making that purple because purple represents transfers for me. And then everything else is accurate. I don't believe I've had any new transactions in my credit cards. Oh, the one thing I will do is I'll come down to my 401k and go ahead and add in my contribution. And this will be May 22nd. My gross amount was $70.70, and I put 15% towards my 401k every paycheck, so that's $346.16. So within the next couple of days, this will hit my 401k account, and it will be around that number. It's actually higher. I actually did have to look at my 401k today as I was rolling in my previous 401k to this one. And so it was higher than what it was at, but I'll worry about reconciling it once my rollover from my previous 401k hits. And sadly, this 401k, I didn't actually get all of that $561 because of the market fluctuations. It was actually less. So again, I'll worry about reconciling that later once it actually hits my account. But other than that, I think that's everything. I am probably going to initiate a transfer from my checking to my savings probably tomorrow, once my paycheck officially clears, because I don't really like to have this much amount of money in my checking account. So I'll probably be moving. Let's see, I'll show you a quick way that I like to see how much I could put towards my savings. So I don't need any money in this student loan section because I'm just holding on to that and I won't be paying it for another 4 months or 5 months. I don't need any money in my wish farm section. All of this savings and holding money can be moved. All of my sinking fund money can be moved. And then what I do is I go to the farthest month that I'm budgeted, which in this case is July. So I'm in the farthest month I'm budgeted. I'm highlighting this kind of long-term savings money, and then I'm looking over at this total available number, and it says $13,000. And then I look over at my checking account. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I could survive if I move $3,000 from my checking to my savings account. I can definitely survive with $1,500 in my checking account until I get my next paycheck. So I'll probably be moving around $3,000 from checking to savings in the next couple of days. So I just wanted to show you guys that's how I use YNAB to kind of see these categories are kind of my long-term categories that I don't really need to keep in my checking account. So thank you guys for watching. It was a really quick budgeting video. Like I said, if you're new to my budgeting videos, definitely check out some of my previous videos where I kind of explain my process a little bit more in my categories. I hope you guys are still staying safe and healthy during all of this, and that you guys are budgeting, because it's never a bad time to budget. Have a good day.